Well, I'm Toby.
And I'm Savannah.
And this is Zombieland Double Tap from a certain point of view. The intro was awesome. Woody Harrelson doing all those freaking awesome kills. That was epic to do or to watch. Probably a lot of fun to film it, I would imagine. Overall, though, and I think you agree with me, I think the first one was better.
Oh, I would agree.
I really did think the first one was better. Not that I didn't enjoy this one. I liked all the new characters that came in were interesting. I think by far one of the funniest parts is when he slams on the brakes, and I can't remember the blonde's name also, but she just launches forward. And I thought she was dead.
Yeah.
That part was hilarious. I like that while we were watching the movie, you totally called it like, oh, is it an allergic reaction? Oh, where's her EpiPen? And then it looked like she was actually turned, and you had said she got bit, and I was like, God, did she get bit? When? I mean, I thought the zombie grabbed her boot.
We said she could have been bit. That was their red herring, was that they had the zombie grab her boot and kind of like that.
And then they cut away real quick.
And then they cut away. So that was their red herring of, oh, she could have been bitten. But
right.
then the second they threw the purse out of the car and stayed on it with the camera, I was like, oh, well, they stayed on the purse with the camera.
Yeah, and
clearly.
then nothing like happened right away, so you almost forget about it. You're like, oh. Yeah. And then she just comes out of nowhere in that creepy-ass clown ice cream car. And just, oh, hey, guys, I'm alive. And it's just like, I mean, I would have been mad at Columbus just because in the zombie apocalypse, if you're in my group and you're sent to kill a zombie, you better kill that zombie. We've chosen to waste that bullet. Kill the zombie. Take care of it. Double tap it. Tennessee driving the monster truck was hilarious to watch. I did enjoy Luke Owen and I don't know the other guy.
Luke Wilson.
Not Luke Owen. Owen Wilson.
And
Luke Wilson. And I don't know the other actor's name, but they're being like Tennessee and Columbus.
Yeah, Tallahassee and Columbus.
Tallahassee and Columbus. Wow, I'm just messing up with things right now. I thought that was kind of funny having the rules show up, which led me to like, this. When we first watched this movie, I was like, oh my God, we can make a drinking game out of this. And then to come out there I found out there is a kind of a known drinking game for this.
You take a drink of your drink, so you don't have to slam it, you don't have to do shots, but you take a drink of your drink every time. One of them.
A rule pops up on the screen.
So then that one scene where they're just going, oh, rule, like you're downing your drink at that point.
Right, yeah. And well, it's just funny to see that somebody else made this rule because I know for a fact I did it, and I know there's other people that when Zombieland came out, everybody made their own list. Like I think when I first had like a good 50 rules.
Yeah.
That I would have, it might even be in my survival bag in my trunk of my car.
It probably is.
I'm pretty sure that's where I put it. So the movie was exciting. It kept me entertained the whole time. But I liked kind of the overall feeling and story of the first one. And plus, I'm not really one for doing the same trick over and over again.
Right.
I find that very repetitive. I find it, even if you use it later to your advantage, it's still kind of lazy. And it's just, I'm not dumb. And I like to be challenged. Not in every movie, but every movie. I don't want to be spoon-fed things. I'm not a child.
Right.
If this was a child's movie, okay, I'd understand that. But I'm not a child, so I don't expect that out of these kind of movies. And what I'm getting at is that the girls left again.
Yeah.
And took the weapons and the car. They took his. There's a whole bunch of other cars they could take. They took his favorite car.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting at. They did that twice in the first one?
Yeah, they did it multiple times in the first one, and that was the whole point of the end. I hate it when they take something that's the whole point of the first movie and then just do it again.
Right, exactly.
In the second movie. Clearly, at the end of the first movie, the point of her character was to learn that lesson that she can depend on other people and that she shouldn't just abandon them. Mm-hmm. She was supposed to have learned that lesson, so then to have her, don't get me wrong, people can falter in life and have to learn lessons again, but it just, it tends to the borderline on lazy screenwriting because you're just like, oh, well, I don't want to have her grow more, I want to have her repeat the same mistake again.
Right.
And it's funny that it ends up, like you said, it ends up being, oh, well, her sister does it to her, which she didn't do in the first one.
That's what I was going to say, is if that had been the only way you'd done it, the sister left because they met somebody her own age, I would have been like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She needs to learn the lesson now that it's not just about love and blah, blah, blah. You need to know somebody and everything. If they had just done that, that would have been perfect. Yeah. But no, they both had to leave. And then her sister left her, and then it was a lot. And then, I'm sorry, in the apocalypse, she was gone for quite a while.
Yeah.
If he thinks you're gone forever. If he finds another girl, if a girl finds another man and they have an attraction, I see nothing wrong with that. I don't know why she left him.
Yeah, she left and then got mad that he slept with somebody else.
Exactly. I hate that when Even if the guy does it, it's when you break it off, and then you get mad that they're sleeping with somebody else months later. It's like, well, who cares? I mean,
months
you broke
later,
it
though.
off. Yeah,
not that night.
Not that night. Months later. You know, not that. I don't want to hear that I'm on a break. But I mean, it's just. So that's the things that this one did a lot for me.
They were fully broken up. She left. She was gone for
exactly.
over.
She had no right to even be upset about it.
They even make the comment, Woody Harrelson, oh, it's been 2 months. You got to get over it, dude. Like.
Right. Yeah. It's been some time.
Yeah.
You need to move, and you're in the apocalypse. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's not many people left, and there's few every day.
There's not many things to live for at that point.
No. I mean, so if you're gonna get some tail, who cares? I mean, if I broke up with a girl in the zombie apocalypse, like if I broke up with my wife, which I would never do, but if we did. And she slept with somebody else, I wouldn't be mad at her. I would be like, well, all right, well, I'm
Rick wasn't mad at Lori.
Exactly. There's the perfect example. And Rick is mad at everybody.
Yeah, that's true. Carl.
Anyways, not to get too sidetracked. The commune thing was kind of funny. I did enjoy that. I kind of wish that, I mean, because I just feel like if the apocalypse ever did happen like this, there would people that would do that, and that's just not a good idea. No weapons, I'm sorry. You gotta have something. You had to have something to stop those zombies.
And it's one thing to say, okay, no weapons in here. It's another thing to melt them, because then you don't even have the option to go off.
Especially if they're just visiting. You should not be. You should be holding those guns if those people are visiting. There's no reason to melt someone. And that kind of stuff is. I've been reading an apocalypse book series, and stuff like that kind of happens in the book series, and it just irritates me. I'm like, no. You don't, I'm sorry, you don't do that. I know that a lot of trust goes out the window when the apocalypse happens, which is fair. But that being said, it just, why? Why would you melt their guns? They're just visiting. They're gonna leave, and that's that. And I mean, you're shooting off fireworks and stuff. I mean, that's just not smart. I mean,
right.
I almost don't want our main characters to help them because they almost don't deserve it. They're not even willing to try. That was one of the bigger things. You know, if a group of people is a certain way, but they're willing to try to learn something to help them survive, okay, that's fine. Then let's not waste time, but let's help them. But if they're not willing to do it and wanting to do it, then why? You're wasting your ammo, you're wasting your time, and you're in a spot where hundreds of thousands of zombies are coming at you, and you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So that, I did like the idea of the commune, but it also did annoy me what they did with it in the end. I think the acting was good.
Yeah, they all did a good job.
The characters didn't feel stale at all. It just, the things the characters kind of did felt stale a little bit. I like that Tallahassee found somebody.
And mostly because it's Rosario Dawson, so now you're a little biased.
Oh yeah, a little bit, but still. But yeah, so he found somebody. I did like that, you know, he goes to find Elvis, and Elvis is everything, you know, Graceland was just caved in. Because you expected him to find it. It was going to be like when he found Bill Murray's house, or when he found that Twinkie finally. It was nice to see that little bit of that disappointment finally happen again. Because that was one thing that you liked, you know, every time you saw Hostess truck in the first one, it's Twinkie, and you get depressed. And so that was nice to see that kind of thing again. So, I mean, overall, we're going to go ahead and give this better on Death Sticks, especially because there's a drinking game for it.
Yeah.
And I think that I would have had no complaints if I was drinking while watching this movie. But that's not why we do these videos. We do them to analyze videos and, you know, hopefully in the end, you know, even more so break them down and point out even more, like directing and acting and set flaws and stuff like that. But, so yeah, overall, better on Death Sticks. This movie, the first one, definitely just suffered from sequelitis. Not even like nostalgia style sequelitis where they put too much of that in. It really just tried to do exactly what the first movie did, and that's not what you need in a movie. That's not what a sequel does. Sequels are supposed to, again, move it forward, progress the story, and or end it, which this didn't. So there could be another one, but again, progress the story. I did one quick thing before we leave. I did like the add-in of the new zombies, the evolution of zombies, which I did. That's something that happens in the Resident Evil games, something that happened in the Left 4 Dead series. That's something that I liked. And I always wondered if that would happen in real life. You know, my book series that really hasn't really happened, but it's kind of interesting to see that it does. It does happen. So yeah, I really like that. That probably would be my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah. Was the adding in of the special zombies. I really enjoyed that. And I think that was a great addition to the movie itself. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and until next time, may the films be with you.